Hey, so today we're doing a Volvo. It's an older one. We just replaced the door, did a couple of repairs, but we didn't do a complete repair, just enough to get it done so it's not totaled. So I'm doing a clear melt at the back of the quarter, and here's how I'm just going to try and show how I step it out to get a decent looking clear melt. And here's my clear coat, and I've got a little container of blending solvent. This is the best way to go. You can just use your reducer that's used in your clear coat also to do a clear melt. And I'm going to show you how I step it out. The end of my clear is finished off in DA with a 180 grit, and I'm not going to go to that on my first coat of clear, and I'm going to kind of aim the overspray away from that area as I start my clear coat job. The second coat is going to go right about at that edge of the 800 grit, and then beyond that I use some 3000 grit Trizact with a little spritz of water, and I just kind of dulled up the finish beyond there. That's where my melt edge is going to lay on. And you can also just use compound for that, and I'll kind of show you how I do that. Run. Okay, that was the first coat, and now I'm about to put the second coat on, and I'm going to run my clear coat, still aiming my overspray down away from the area I don't want it to go. I'm going to bring that right up to the edge of where I ran the 800 grit DA, and then once I finish clearing everything, I'm going to go back and I'm just going to kind of mist my blending solvent on that edge, and I'm just going to do that a few times until it melts the edge in, and it still won't be perfect. It's still going to need a slight rub after it dries, or a little polish, but it works out pretty good that way. Doesn't last forever. That edge will turn white eventually, but this is an older car, and it's definitely a suitable way to do it. So. Okay, so that was a little bit of the technique that I used to do a clear coat melt, or a clear coat blend, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know if you noticed, my first shot of clear, a little bit of clear, a larger droplet splattered on there, and I had to kind of melt that out a little bit. What happened is the needle and tip are starting to wear out on this clear coat gun. It's kind of seeping a little right there. That's a sure sign. I've noticed the fan's not as good as it used to be too. So, you know, after 3-4 years of spraying clear coat non-stop. Even a solder jet will wear out, so I got a new tip and needle ordered. That's about $100, but that should make a huge difference, and that's why that happened. And not a big deal, easy fix. And hope anybody planning on doing a little clear coat blend like that helped you out. And have a good one. Yeah, one last thing. The technique laying down the blending solvent, I was triggering on enough to get the air going, and then just a very light touch of fluid, very light on the trigger. If I pulled full fluid on there, I would have just blown out too much solvent, and I would have had a big run mess. So just very, very light on the trigger, mostly air is how I did that. You just want to kind of just fog that edge, let it dry, fog it until it kind of melts it out.